What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. This is Becoming a Musician 26. I mean, we just went way far ahead from becoming a musician at this point. We're just printing PCBs. Oh shit, I froze. We're just printing PCBs and just writing embedded Rust and doing a bunch of other stuff like yeah, some things happen when you just take things seriously, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anyways, it's been fun. So some news: I ordered the PCB already. If everything goes right, it's gonna arrive in 3 days. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the customs and everything. And the PCB is pushed to the repo, so if you go to the repo, you'll see the PCB here. It's just a JSON file which I exported or just copy pasted the easy EDA files actually. So if you go here, it's just the same thing. So let me just show the final PCB just for fun. Alright, there we go. So this is the final, but probably not the final, but like the final prototype version, right? And let me show you 3D because it's fun. There you go. I drew the logo myself this time. I mean, I was working with one of my friends, but he turned out to be kind of busy, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use my own drawing here. And there you go. Rat inside, of course, Ratatouille logo. So we have this PCB, and I don't know if how it's gonna turn out, to be honest. Like, you're probably just gonna see it. This is the first time that I'm actually ordering a PCB, so yeah, let's see if it actually arrives and if it actually works. It's all experimental at this point, but yeah, there you go. This is the final prototype. And in case you're wondering how the breadboard chaos and breadboard mess is looking right now, it's now like this, guys. So let me just remove the battery from here. So there you go. This is how the wiring. How's everything looking like right now? And this is fully thumbnail. I don't know. This is fully working, by the way. Now I tested everything. I used this 9-volt voltage regulator thing over here. So this is like the buck converter MP15 something. I forgot its name. MP1584. So that's just enough to power everything. Everything works with a 9-volt battery. You can switch from mic input to jack input, and there's like 2 buttons and 2 ports, and yeah, it's all working. You just need to put everything together in a case and with the PCB and everything. Also need to polish the software a bit, not a bit actually. It's a mess. So today's objective is to work on this mess a little bit, because I've been just hacking this, just YOLOing it for a while, and I just realized, well, this is not in a good shape at all. It's just hacked together, I need to spend some time into making this proper idiomatic, beautiful, working Rust code. So the point is, yeah, we just need to do that now. I will start with this commented out lines, because you see I'm using a different configuration here, because I was using the smaller screen which I have over here. So I was basically rendering on this, But then I realized this is too small. This is too tiny, man. We need a bigger display for this project. So I switched to a bigger one, slightly bigger, not super big. At least the columns and the rows, like the pixels are bigger, so it's looking nicer, I think. So after I did that, I basically just YOLO'd the code here. But the previous config is still here, so I probably need to figure out what to do with this. Well, these are different boards, right? Right now I'm using the ESP room. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. Like they just give this thing a name that is unpronounceable, okay? W room. I don't know why they did that, but anyways, using the ESP W room 32. Give me a sec, I'm just gonna turn off the lights. Just realized I can save some power. Anyways, so I'm using the ESP W room 32, and yeah, this is a config for T display. I don't think I need this anymore. I can just remove these things because I'm in this project specifically. I'm not planning to support multiple boards, okay, multiple development boards, because that will just make things harder to maintain, and I don't want that burden. So I think I'm just gonna remove these things that I used to use, you know, configure display. So this is also gonna be removed. These buttons, and yeah, that's all. I changed the pins, but those are just like the pins that you need to use and so on. So oh, these display offset stuff, I don't think I need them now. Yeah, I'm not even using them. And okay, let me just build it. Actually, there are a lot of unused stuff here. I wonder why my Rust analyzer is not showing me any inline errors or anything, dude. It's quite annoying actually. But anyways, this is like the surface level refactoring, okay? We have a lot of other stuff that I need to refactor in the core module, which is, I think, very unnecessary, because I mean, why do I have a core UI module? Like, why am I managing everything in the core, you know? Like, it's unnecessary, so I think I will remove that. But at the same time, the idea of having both terminal and embedded tied to the same UI module is a nice thing, but I don't know. So why is this complaining now? Just gotta remove these. Remove these two. Preludes. Okay, let's remove them. So embedded graphics prelude. You see, I don't get any like inline warnings from Rust Analyzer for some reason. It's probably because of the target that I'm setting. Okay, you can remove that one. The mode tree. Where is it? You can remove that one. Yeah, I was experimenting with this IO pins at some point. I don't quite remember why I was experimenting with them though. It was probably because I wanted to... what I was doing actually. Oh yeah, I was trying to use this rotary encoder thing, that's why. I'm just gonna change the music because I listened to this one at least 50 times at this point. Snowboarding, liquid DNB jungle mix. Oh yeah, okay. PlayStation 2 era ambient jungle DNB. Let's give this a try. if it doesn't sound nice, I'm gonna change it. But let me know. Let me know if you are actually watching me. By the way, if you're watching me, feel free to say hi, dude. I mean, I'm just talking to myself at this point. I wanna feel like people actually watching me. You know, I don't wanna go insane by myself. If I'm going insane, let's do it together, guys. What's grinding, dude? What's poppin'? By the way, thanks a lot for helping me out on this PCB. Illegitimate egg. You're an absolute legend. I should give you some credits in the repo readme. You're great, man. Thanks a lot. Have you watched the beginning of the stream? Final version of the PCB. I haven't seen that. Okay, let me just show you again. I followed your tips, and I use the copper layer and everything. It just makes it look so professional, dude. So professional, although it's just okay, whatever. If you see something off, please don't tell me, because I already ordered this and I don't okay, you know what, just tell me if something is wrong here. But yeah, maybe I need to reorder, because the thing is, okay, funny story, I'm gonna tell you something that you probably don't know about Turkey. So we have a customs limit, right? And if something is above 30 euros, you have to pay, and then they just, like, you cannot get your stuff and shit. It's a problem. It's a legit problem. So this PCB was around $31 USD, which makes roughly 27 euros or something, which is in the danger zone. So I don't know if this PCB will actually arrive. Just give me 3 days and we'll find out. Anyways, if it doesn't arrive, I'm just gonna order it again with the lower shipping price. Looks good to me. Thanks a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward. I ordered it black, so it's more you know, cool. I don't know. I hope it will work. We're gonna see. But if this breadboard is working, you know, if this is working, and if I was able to put everything in the schematics right, it should just work fine, right? All right, let's see the diff here. The thing that I changed here is that I basically, okay, let me just AP, no, not target there. I basically switched from the T display to the bigger TFT display. So switch to ESP32, ESP room 32, and TFT display. Let me add a little note to the description as well. Removes the ESP32 T display pin connections. Wow, that was a very elaborate commit message for some reason. But anyways, so right now this is I see how I will be able to refactor this, but I want to work on something that is significantly larger in terms of refactoring. Give me a second, let me find a nice music. Actually, the ones that I played so far was so bad. Alright, Clippy versus the Black Hole. That's the name of the mix. It's literally Clippy versus the Black Hole. So the thing that I want to take a stab at today is this Twitter core library. Actually, the embedded one, what did I change here? Just the target folder. So cargo lock, why do I have some modifications in there? Oh, I just forgot to add this one actually. Cargo lock. Cargo clippy versus the cargo check. Yeah. So this sweetheart librs, not librs. The transform is fine. Just a trait that gives you some methods that you can implement, and then you'll have a FFT transform struct that you can just use, right? That's fine, but this shit is so bad, dude. Like, this is really bad. So I want to take some time and just read this again and possibly split this into smaller and more meaningful parts, because right now it's just bad, dude. So you see there's this fretboard boolean thing, which if it's like enabled, it just shows a fretboard, but it behaves differently. Oh man, this is, yeah. Yeah, so the thing is, I have two types of UIs. One of them is in the terminal and one of them is on the little display that I have. So do I want to manage the same UI from the same module, like by just tweaking little things such as this fretboard true, Y offset, and so on? Because if I'm gonna do that will just make the code more complicated. I mean, right now you see this is the terminal version. I mean, it's almost the difference between this one and the embedded one is that on this menu we don't have the fretboard, but on TTY version we have the fretboard. So that's why we have this boolean thing. But then we have another function called draw fretboard, which is not what, and this draw fretboard has this argument. This is not being used in TTY version, I guess. So it's all a mess, you know. Like, I don't like this. I don't even call this draw fretboard thing here. Just, it's not even here. So you see that it's, yeah, it's bad. So how about I just go ahead and just have code duplication instead of having these long ass methods. Or maybe, I don't know, I just want something clean, you know. Just want something clean. Pixel size, Y offset, fretboard. Transform. I'm just thinking what to do here actually right now. What are these, like, area calculations? Oh man, this is really bad, dude. I mean, why do I have this arbitrary number like 51 here? It probably made sense while I was writing the code, but now it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, what is this? 51. Is this like the width of the fretboard? I don't fucking know, dude. So these draw waveform stuff, these are actually a bit more like, they are better in terms of the code. Draw frequency. Alright, let me just go slowly here and just... Okay, let me just take it slow. So we first get the node. I'm literally dissecting my own code at this point. Like, I'm trying to like understand what I've done here. So we get the node. Get the target node. Let me just change this to target node. Or just perfect node. Because, you know, we construct the node from a string, which is the like the perfect, it just gives it the perfect frequency or whatever. We get the sense. Can we implement node? No, I cannot do that. Maybe it would make sense to have a util for this. What is n? What is n, bro? Oh, the n is just number of what? No, this is just the number of spaces on the left and right side of the widget. So when you see these blocks, those are just the number of those things, I guess. So Joan node is actually doing more things than it's supposed to do. Like, it just does many things. Anyways, sense. Again, it's clamping ratio. What? They're just wipe coded. That's why I'm being confused here. So until this point, we basically... Oh, this is actually a different thing. Where do we actually render the nodes, man? Oh, name. We just rendered here. So name. Oh, the name is just... Oh, it's part of the gauge. Okay. Okay, interesting. So this is only... Okay, let me just turn this all off. So we don't need a text for this. Let me just run this and see more for myself. Right now we will get only the gauge at the top, I think. Yeah, we just have this at the top. Why is it stuck like that? Anyways, what the hell is this text? Do we actually need this variable? Why do we have that? Okay, we need that for the node name, but what is spans? Probably don't need this. Also, we don't need this one too. Hello, I think Ferris is sending us some stuff on the chat. Man, cleaning this up is just so painful. But now we have the gauge. Okay, so let me just take this. Do we need sans ratio? So we need those. Okay, just take this. How do you know? I know, bro. I know my guy, or I know my cat girl. I don't fucking know. All right, so I'm just gonna put it here. So this is only the gauge part of the function. We don't need any of these things for the gauge. That's good to know. So we can basically do something like draw, what is this called? Sans. Or maybe, hold on. I'm gonna keep this around for a while. So ratio and sense stuff. I don't know why we're clamping this, to be honest. Oh, it's because of the range that we have. No, wait. I don't need to. Let me not clamp this actually. I need the original sense here somewhere. No? Okay. Do I use this anywhere else actually? Sense, okay, here. Name. Let me just keep the original value around. Okay, there you go. So let me disable all of this again. Okay, I still have that gauge thing. Alright, I can just extract into function. There we go, this is exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna call this draw sense. node name. And I can just use this sans thing freely here. All right. Draw sans. Let's run it again. Test. All right, it's working fine. Cool. Let me add some comments here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Just cleaning up the code, guys. Not doing rocket science or anything, just cleaning up stuff. Actually, this is area right +1. Anyways, I guess that's fine. Okay, draw sans. Alright, moving on. We have the text. No, it's name. Let me make this a reference. You guys hear the car just passing by? That was very loud for some reason. Okay, there you go. No need to clone it now. Okay, we draw the sans. I think this is, we can call this padding. Yeah, let's call this padding. Let me run this and see how it looks like now. Okay, we have the node on the center, so that's cool. Can I create a function from this? Also, I don't like the pixel size. It's not like... Okay, let me actually remove the thing here. So pixel size... Well, I think I was using this to not render when pixel size is none. I don't really... Oh, I'm actually doing something here. No, I'm not drawing the node name. If pixel size is... Oh, it's... if I'm only drawing the node's name on the third tab. That's why it's doing this. Okay, interesting. Then we can probably keep it. But we can simply put everything in a huge thing like that. And am I using the Y offset now? Y offset. Okay. abstract into function. Oh man. This is a huge function. I don't like this because it has too many parameters, man. You have the node name, pixel size. That's not great. That's not great at all. Was that Dom Toretto? What was? I don't know. I have no idea. Zero ideas. So node name. Create a struct. Yeah. Probably need a struct at this point. Pixel size. Yeah, we probably need a struct at this point. Maybe a state. I mean, this one was fine because we don't have much stuff going on. This is also fine. Let me take a look at this again. Why do we have node name? Anyways, draw node name. You can just pass the node name node. You should have a name, so there you go. Let me run it again. All right, test, testing. What font are you using? I think it was Ubuntu Mono. So there's another parameter here which does the fretboard drawing thing. Thanks, great music by the way. It's good to hear that because I took some time to find us. The mix is called Clippy versus the Black Hole. If you're like interested. So the fretboard is being drawn on the... First of all, what the hell is going on here? Frequency, frequently line, text area. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. One character represents 10 cents, max 5 characters. What the hell is going on here? Like, what is area? I think area was defined here, right? It's the frame area. So let me just run this. No, I cannot. Let me just run with this area. Okay, test. Well, what are we working on today? I'm just refactoring some Rust, bro. Just losing my mind over here. Give me a second. I'm working on the same project that I've been working on for 25 live streams. Merge these. And these are offsets, right? Actually, just merge. Just give me the cleaner version of this code. I'm just working on this project, dude. I'm trying to like clean this up a little bit. No, just merge those offset calls, etc. Yeah, break into helper variables. No, I think that's fine. So, oh my god, this is horrible, dude. What the fuck? This isn't working. I probably should. Okay, it's working. What the fuck? What's this? You can simplify even further. What? Is this doing the same thing though? I'm super confused. I don't know how I even wrote this code, dude. I don't remember what I did. Okay. Test. Where is the fretboard? Okay, there you go. It's actually working fine. Then that's cool. What is 51 actually? It's probably size of something. It's probably just 51 characters over here, right? Let me just count. Okay. 13. Okay, just the size of fretboard. Fretboard width. I'll just make it U16. Nope. Into. Try into. Oops. Let me run this again. So right now, alright, it's not bad. So draw fretboard. I'm not sure if I want to have this block of code here. Doesn't make sense to have these like that, dude. I don't like it. So draw note name. Okay. It's kind of cleaner, but still not very clean. Like, I don't like some things here. I mean, for example, this Y offset thing. Why do we even need this here? Frame area. I can simply so what do I do here? Frame. Wait, where's the area? I want to have some kind of a convention for these functions. For example, this one does not have a area parameter, but some of them has, or none of them has. What? I guess none of them has it. Oh, this one has. Why not adopt some sort of DTO style to be passed as arguments? What do you mean DTO? Maybe I should just create a state struct, to be honest. I don't know how that would look like actually. I never done something like that. Can you like give me a quick rundown of how that would look like? What do I need to do? Like create a struct, you know, enum or whatever. Just tell me how that works. Because remember, this is running on both terminal and embedded, so this is gonna be this needs to be like flexible enough that I should be able to run them on both platforms. The basic idea is just pass a struct and pass the parameter. Interesting. Oh, I can just create a struct, probably. Let me just see how it looks like on this side. That will allow you to later on think about passing a trace signature instead of a struct itself. I could probably just put everything in a struct as and just use self too. These are very hard coded, I don't like them. Let me see the TTY main RS. Draw waveform, frequency chart. So the thing is, I think I will create a state. And the state will have maybe I can put samples in there. Definitely transform. Let me just do that actually. So state. What else do I need? Transform. Just add transform. Sample rate, I already have that. Fret count. thread count. Thread count, okay. Pixel size. Text, let's use text size for that. Text size. And Y offset is basically what we have as like, I guess it was affecting the top padding. We can try and see for ourselves. You see that you want to either draw a node or a fretboard. So for me, you need two structs like node widget fretboard widget board will implement trait drawable. Yeah, that seems a bit more complex than what I'm thinking right now. We already have the fretboard widget, by the way. Where's my main? Okay. So this Y offset, let me just change this actually, change this to 2. Let's see what will change. It's probably top padding. I call this Y offset, but doesn't really make sense. Okay. You see, like, just... Well, it works in reverse, like... Oh, it's because it's bottom padding. So 8, this will just be on... Let me just try 15. Test, yeah, it's just going up. But, like, which point is it, like, taking as reference? So what is 0? Come on, test. So 0 is basically center. So it's like centered padding or something. It's just weird. Center padding. The Y offset for the node name display takes the center of the frame as ref for this point. Text size. The number of I'm not sure if putting samples there actually makes sense, but let's keep it there. Sample rates. Okay, there you go. What else do we need actually? Node name sense. So let's do current node. Just use node. current node. So let's implement default on this. Probably cannot implement default because of the transform thing. Where do we actually first define this? So let me try to create a constructor for this. There you go. Transform, sample rate, thread count, text size. So we can create this very early in the loop, somewhere even before the loop actually. Current node, bottom padding. Oh, we need to have that one too. Okay, so in here, let mute state new. Where is transform? Okay, transform. We don't have the sample rate though. At that point we don't have it. And we don't have the samples. That's probably fine. Just use 0, I guess. So, yeah, thread count for embedded. How many threads do we have? 6 probably. Yeah, 6. Text size. Quadrant. And bottom padding. How much was it? 2. Okay, there you go. That's the embedded. For this guy over here, it's gonna be a bit different. Wait, transform moved? Why is it not being moved here then? Oh, it's being moved here too. God damn it. Oh, we can just use it from the state. Oh, we can actually even better. Give me a sec. So these pixel size is gonna be different. Full. Full. 5. Thread count 12. So state process samples samples. How about this? Now we need to sample rate too, I guess. Now we can use the node history thing too. I mean, that's convenient. Senlikler. Where's the sample rate? Or recorder sample rate. There we go. It's about this max history thing. I think I'm gonna use the use the same struct too. So something like this. So I need to fundamental frequencies F64, right? Oh, I need the what is node history? Just use to okay, there you go. We can just remove all the fundamental frequency stuff now. Also, I need to set the fundamental frequency like this. There you go. Most frequent node. You can just add a function to the state. Get most frequent node. There you go. Probably need to move these functions in the state as well. Maybe I can just give them the state. I don't know. I'm not sure which one is cleaner. Probably if I make this thing a separate thing, or I don't know. Let me take a look here. So do I want state draw or draw waveform and state? Just checked in. What are we building, guys? We're just refactoring the code that I sent a couple of messages earlier. Just refactoring, trying to wrap my head around these functions and everything. Just boring stuff. That's the best way to keep people in the stream. It's just working on boring stuff, bro. Just working on boring stuff. It's gonna pass in the state actually. So something like it's in generics. I think it's gonna be cleaner at the end. Just bear with me. Draw fretboard frequency. Frequency area frets. Interesting. I'm just gonna keep it like that for a while. I think these are like helper. Draw note name. Okay. There you go, it's cleaner. You know what, I'm just gonna name these functions draw tab 1, tab 2 and tab 3 or something. I think that's kind of better. I'm still not sure about the draw note thing. Okay, test. I mean, it seems fine. Okay, draw fretboard. Thanks guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Let me just drink water now that I remembered it. Guys, my favorite water. Not sponsored at all. They're not giving me money, just flexing this water because I want to. Okay, I mean, I wish they sponsored me. I've been drinking the same brand for like 3 weeks now. Okay, I'm addicted to this brand of water. So good, bro. Water is so underrated, just saying. I hope you're getting hydrated while watching the stream as well. So let me see. Note frequency. Is this a perfect note? I think I need the perfect note. There's draw fretboard. We need a perfect note, so I just added that. I'm gonna remove this thing. Okay. Moving back here. Most frequent note. Why are you complaining now? And what happened to the music? Boolean, takes a boolean. Just gonna remove that. Okay, let's see. Now it's not taking boolean, but still rendering the fretboard. That's cool. Okay. I'm gonna actually do the filtering in this function. Kind of vibe coded that. I mean, got some help from Copilot there, but that's fine. Okay, I did that. Already looking kind of nicer, to be honest. You can just pass in the state probably. Wait, what is note? Most frequent note, okay. Just pass in the state, bro. Transformer. Right, there you go. Interesting. I don't think I'm using any of these things to render anything. So I can probably remove these. Current node, I'm not using that as well. In here though, kind of need those things. Maybe I can have some function something like get current node or something. So we'll try to get the most frequent node, and then we'll assign that, get the perfect node. Also gonna get the sense, and we can return option node and 64. Okay, that's useful. And in here we basically go ahead and do this. Node and sense. So draw sense. We just actually in here we just take the state. Take the state. There you go. Node name. There we go. Alright, that's way cleaner. So draw sense. You can basically draw sense like that. And for node name, basically I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna make this public. You can take T here again. There you go. Node name. This will have node name for sure. So I don't know. State, pixel size, or text size. State. What was it? Padding, bottom padding. State, bottom padding. There you go. So we have draw node name, draw sans, draw fretboard. The fretboard is taking the area though, that's a bit meh, but that's fine. So let's change things here. Draw So wait, draw fretboard is still taking frequency, area and frets, okay. Instead we can just take the state here too. Or we can also take the area. Oops. Okay. So draw. So what was the workflow? I guess draw sans. Draw node name. And then something like this, right? Let's run it. Okay, now, okay, it's still working. We can change the menu, it's still drawing the frets though. Test. The audio waveform is so broken though. Why is that? Is it taking... Which samples is it using actually? State samples. Am I not updating the samples? Yeah, probably. There you go, it should work now. Test. Okay. Testing. Alright, it is working fine. Right? Guess so. I think this is much cleaner. One thing that I don't like is I'm calling just get current node multiple times. So in the fretboard, sound and node name. It's not nice. Should find another way of doing that. Probably I can update current node. Sense. Okay, so my thinking is that while we're removing one element from the front of the node history, we basically update the node to something like this. Maybe I can do something like let me use a option. I'm gonna make this like that so that nothing's complaining. Okay, we should get some complaints now, but nothing's happening. Update current node. Let me just change how this works actually. But I mean, it's not doing much calculations anyways. There you go. I think this will make everything more consistent. Okay, test. I mean, it seems like it's working. Alright, I need to fix the embedded stuff now, which is gonna be a bit painful. Let me actually go here and just wait for Rust Analyzer. Oh man. Can I get diagnostics, please? Can I get some things? Okay. LSP info. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, I just killed Nelvim. What the hell? Anyways. I'm thinking maybe we can just log this in the process samples function. Can we even do that? We don't have the log crate here. Is this a workspace dependency? Nope. Let's make it a workspace dependency. Workspace true. Fundamentals of frequency. There you go. Yes, remove all of this. So draw waveform. Here we just pass in the state. Again, just the state. What is it? I don't know. State. State. Most frequent node. So for for this part, I need to take a look at the TTY. Basically draw sense, draw node name, but we don't always do that actually. If mode isn't tree, yeah, we just draw it down. Okay. You also have this extra stuff. That's fine though. Draw fretboard. Oh, I just mix up the order of the arguments. Alright, let me just remove stuff from here. Dash map. Alright, there you go. It's much cleaner now. I hope it's still working though. I'm not sure if it's still working. Probably it is. I can try flashing it now. Let me try flashing it. God damn it. Okay, we're into build and release mode though. I hope this won't blow up, guys. Wait, I'm gonna freeze because I need to use the USB. Let me just freeze in a nice frame. That's the worst freeze ever, man. Anyways, so let me just flash it. Connecting. What? Verification failed, the fuck? Alright, it's flashing, it's finally. You don't see it, but I'm just looking at the breadboard and it's just white. White screen. There's an on it right now. There are two LEDs, one of them is green, one of them is red. I'm just describing what I'm seeing. Because I cannot show it to you, so it's describing. I have two breadboards. There are some bread on the board. There's a bread knife, of course. But I'm looking at the... Now it's running and I'm looking at it and it seems like it's fine. Just switching through the menus. I mean, all looking good. Let me actually try to play something. Tone generator. Wait. So now it's showing what? Showing the wrong frequency. Great. That's awesome. Wait. Okay, actually it's now showing the right one. So you see fundamental frequency 440, almost 440 and 440. So it's working. It's working, guys. And I see it on screen as well. Alright, it's still working. We didn't break anything. That's very nice. Let me just stop this thing now. Let me bring back my video. Alright. Bro, can you make a video of your fully Arch Linux? It seems real cool. Would love to know what you do, use, etc. I think I'll do a full Arch Linux rising configuration video or live stream later, because I'm very bored from this config. Like, I am so bored. I don't know why I'm still using this. It's been what, 2 years now. I want to switch to something else. I had this config for a while. I'm just gonna send it to you in case you're interested. Not using the same wallpaper or anything, but the theme is the same and everything is the same. I mean, it looks really good here for some fucking reason. It doesn't look that nice anymore. Maybe I should just change the background actually. Wait. No, I don't like that. Alright, there you go. Well, yeah, I mean, I had this thing for a while. Well, now it's really... Yeah, I need to get my eyes used to it. And before that, I had this purple theme. Before that, I had this black theme. Before that, I had this purple theme. Before that, I have this blue theme. Greenish. And now I think I want black and gray again, or maybe some colors, but not that vivid colors, you know. I think I want something like either we'll look into that. I don't know, we'll do something. Now my eyes are burned. I don't like this background. Alright, there you go. So yeah, I'll do that. Just I don't know, subscribe, bro. You know, hit the bell. Don't miss any notification. They use Hyperland, but idea of going through fully Arch installation videos would be really cool. I don't use Hyperland. Maybe I should give it a try. But yeah. Do I have any logging anywhere else? No. Just have one log. Install Arch speedrun. Challenge accepted. But overall, I liked how it turned out. What I need to do is I just need to create a state rs. State. The application state. the application state. State handling. Even PewDiePie is using Arch. Yeah, we're living in a weird universe now. Living in a weird world. Everything is revolving around Arch, dude. I actually sent an email to PewDiePie. I asked him if he would be down to do a live stream with a poor maintainer, dude. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's the hustle, man. You gotta try everything. Maybe he replied, I don't know. I ignore him now. I ignore him. I don't care, dude. Who's PewDiePie? Just kidding, dude. I will be so down. PewDiePie, if you're watching, Felix, my man, listen, no hard feelings. You didn't reply to my email, but no hard feelings. If you're watching, man, let's make that collab happen. Let's do this little collab, dude. Let's make it happen. Come on. I'm here. That would be so funny, just imagine. Alright, I created the state module. Teach him Rust. Man, it's definitely gonna happen. Start with big fish. Yeah, I should have went for the should have gone for the big rat, dude. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I think I'm pretty happy with the state handling stuff here. What I want to do is maybe going one step further and creating an app in the main RS. But I'm not sure. So app will have what's gonna happen actually? I don't know. Like we will have a state, process samples, UI, maybe some polling. Yeah, let me just do that actually. Yeah, application. mode. What was that library? Enum strum. Do we have a next method here? No, unitary or something. Well, anyways, we can just use usize for the menus. Let's do tab states. Switch tab. Handle event. Let me create the app somewhere, dude. I need the channels too, right? Start recording. Let's do that. Do I need recorder anywhere else? Alright, there you go. I think I'm gonna have a draw method. Or maybe render. It should take a frame. There you go. receiver. Okay, I want an endless loop, so there you go. That's very simple. Turned out to be really clean. Let's see if it's running still. Okay, we have the fretboard, the sense. Oh, I just realized the bug actually. Doesn't clear the last detected note. Wait, why am I not able to exit this? Oh no. I'm stuck in the terminal. What did I do? Oh, there's no exit. There's no exit. Okay, that's great. Just added it. Okay. The problem is, now you see C#3, that's just gets stuck on the screen. I think that's because updating the current node. Test. It's weird. Test. Yeah, no, it's not doing anything. Just set it to none. Test. I don't know, man. I need to fix this somehow. Test, test. It's a simple logic, but my brain is so tired that I cannot handle it. Anyways, I'll fix that later. That should definitely be fixed though. Wait, I didn't even call recorder start. Why is it? Anyways, I guess you don't have to call recorder start. It just starts for some reason. Test. Testing. Let me actually properly test this. I mean, seems fine. I don't know why I killed all my terminal tabs, but okay. Just did that by accident. Anyways, we're back. Just create app rs. Move everything to app rs. Just doing some reorganization stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm curious about something. Hold on. I don't know if I made the performance worse, but I feel like I did. I'm gonna just run this on main. So on left, this is after refactoring, and this is before. Okay. Now it's just showing the same. Yeah, that's a relief. Because if I would be really sad, and I wouldn't be able to sleep if I just figured out that I made the performance worse or some shit. Anyways, back in the game. I'm gonna run Clippy on it. You know, it's in the samples. Okay, looks better for sure. There's a small bug that I introduced, but other than that, it should be fine. Which is not actually great. We just made it worse, effectively worse. But yeah, I need to think about this bug a little bit. Fundamental frequency. I'm so tired, guys. I'm about to sleep on stream. Most frequent note. Process samples is called whenever we receive a new sample, and then we update the current node based on that, right? And if current node is not like perfect frequency, okay, hold on. How does this actually work? Most frequent node. Maybe I need to just pop back. Let's pop back. Test. What? It's kind of weird. Test. Guys, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to fix this issue today. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna stream. Maybe in the afternoon, not this late. But I want to focus on this bug maybe, and also refactoring this embedded code. I think refactoring this, like creating an abstract and so on for this embedded stuff, would be more fun. Also this UI stuff, I think I want to think about this a little bit, because now I have the state and UI and application, and seems like everything is getting stateful. I don't know, maybe there's a better approach out there. For now it works well, especially while managing this code base. I need to figure out the shared dependencies though. Workspace dependencies, you know. Looking forward to your Arch install series from scratch. Good night. Yeah, we'll get there, bro. But yeah, I think this is all for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh man, I'm cooked right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and read my emails. What a boring. Just kidding, guys. Join Discord, I guess. We have a Discord. I know it sounds so cringe, but if you join, yeah, I don't know, if you feel like it, just join. You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. Just go to the website. Grindhouse. Signing off. See you in the next one. All right. Take care, everybody. Goodbye. Alright, let me just go ahead and write some PHP now.